Hello and welcome back to Avowed. So we made the first one. Finally. Had to guard the gate while this guy went pissing. That is an introduction to this area. This city. Yeah. But yeah. And also I just realized that this is the third city we go to and it's called Thirdbord. Is that intentional? I mean, it doesn't make any sense unless you think about it in the sense of a video game, but you know. Yeah. I mean, we've kind of been to some other cities, sort of, kind of, but not really. I don't know. I guess the starting area with the shore, is that a city, kind of? I mean, I don't know. But I'm talking like main big areas you go into, and it's its own place, you know, like Fjord and Paradise, you know. Like this is the third one of those. So I don't know. But anyway, we're gonna go around town and talk to people, explore. Then we're gonna do this main quest after we do that and see what happens. Yeah, that's the goal. I like this is considerably smaller looking than the other towns we've seen. So I don't know if I can do everything today. I feel like I could, but we'll see. You never know. But yeah.
Godlike! Winds above! You're really here! I knew I had to find you as soon as I heard you were in Thirdbord.
Chiko? When did you get so tall? I almost didn't recognize you.
Kai! You're here too? Now I know Thirdbord is in good hands. We've got to do something about the Dream Scourge. It's worse every day. One of our neighbors wasn't himself, and we can't afford to lose anyone. We need people who will fight back. People like Kai, and my uncle Keipo.
Me? You don't know what you're saying. Believe me. But Keipo, he's the real deal. That old salt's a monster slayer.
That Leviathan hanging over the market? That was his work.
You cowards planning and not on your side to slay a beast like that. I think it's huge. There's no way he killed it by himself. And what are you, pal? You're related to the best hunter in town. Good to know I'm not the only one who gets wild stories around here.
Exactly! Uncle Keipo's the greatest warrior Thirdborn's ever seen. But, well, Thirdborn hasn't seen the Keipo I know in a long time. I've tried everything to convince him to get out of the house. He may be old now, but we can still use his experience. If Thirdborn could see him up on those walls, they'd all follow him. I hate to impose, but would you pay him a visit? He lives on the northeast side of town. He's tired of hearing from me. Maybe one hero to another, you know?
So I couldn't help but notice Chiko's voice and also the, I don't know, maybe the appearance of breast. I was gonna say, is Chiko trans mask? I was like, hold up. Something about the voice, and like when I first heard the voice I was like, oh, it sounds like a, I was gonna say it sounds like a woman, but like a, it sounded like the voice actor for Ash. I was like, is this the same voice actor for Ash from Pokemon? And it's like, cause she's a an adult woman doing a kid's voice, and it almost sounded like that. And I was like, is this character supposed to be younger? Like it looked like an adult, but then I was also like, wait, what? Okay, it's a him. Chico's a him, so I was like, okay. But then I saw, wait, looks like you have slight breasts. I was like, is it possible you're a trans mask? Like if you look at the, well, it's kind of hard to tell because he's gonna look at me. But if you look at the side, it could just be pecs, just pronounced pecs. I mean, again, these are a different species. It's possible that, I mean, you look pretty humanoid still, but I mean, Kai got pronounced pecs as well. But I was like, are you a trans mask? Would he do that? Would he put a character in here? That'd be nice to see. I'm not sure. It's unclear. We don't really know. It's not important. I'm just like, it felt like there was something there, because I'm pretty sure the voice actor like does not sound like a cis male voice actor at the very least. So I don't know. The voice is definitely like giving Ash from Pokemon, who is has a very strange voice actually, because it's a woman portraying a kid. So the voice they gave him is weirdly raspy and kind of odd. You get used to it, but after you learn it's portrayed by an adult woman, you can definitely hear that more. It's like, oh, okay. So I was wondering, is there something there? I don't know. It's cool if that's the case, It's unclear to me exactly, but it would be nice to see a trans character in the game,
If you need something, get over here and talk to me.
But I don't know. Could just be me? It's just like, maybe. I mean, I'm pretty sure, again, Kai is likely gay, at least from what we've seen of his story. It's unclear if it's just very close friendship or actually gay, but I feel like there's something there, so yeah, I don't know. Anyway, sorry, I'm just walking around your house. Sorry, I'm just
Oh, let me guess. Kai sent you. That kid's been muttering about sending some new hero by.
Old man Keipo. Glad to see you're still kicking around.
Kai, what rock have you been hiding under? Those scales are looking rougher since I last saw you.
Your eyesight finally going? But we didn't come here to talk about my handsome mug. That Nakai of yours still getting underfoot, I take it?
Like a cannonball in a rolling deck, that kid.
Okay. Didn't know the term for a niece or nephew used in our time. Specifically gender neutral. Interesting. There might be something there. I mean, I don't know. It's, well, I don't claim to know everything about the non-binary community. I dabbled in that when I was figuring out my identity. And I was like, okay, what is going on with this? Is this something? And there are some that do use, for the most part, non-binary people seem to use them, but some do still use, he, him, or she, her, as well. Some use a mix, but you referred to as he before, and so it's possible. Like, that's why I said trans mask specifically, but could be non-binary, could be something else. I mean, I have no idea how the world of the Vavatai and gender in this universe exactly works, but it would be interesting if we got to know a little bit more about that as well, if this is actually a thing, because yeah, I that would be interesting to see. But yeah. So you're Chiko's uncle. The ask has to drop by. What's wrong with that? I'm sure they mean well. Also here our character's using D, but I mean that again. Sometimes you just use D for things. People just use D sometimes, even though you're referring to a specific person. That they know the pronouns of and gender of. But I don't know. I don't wanna. Okay, I should continue the game. Just see what happens. This might be something, it might not be anything. Either way, whatever. It's not a big deal. You don't have to have the representation. It's just nice if it is there. I would love to see it. Like, again, pretty sure Kai is gay, and he is a main character, and, one of the first characters you meet. So, it is nice to have a main character be queer. And obviously, you can play yourself as any identity you want, obviously, in a RPG like this. So, that's always that. Anywho.
Damn child won't stop hovering over me. They keep trying to send so-called heroes over to cheer me up. But there's not much point these days. Back when Thirdborn was no more than a husk on the cliffside, we had real heroes. I've slain 1,000 Zorops, wrestled rock beetles, even slew the Leviathan.
And I have voice in my head telling me I'm called to do greater things. Chiko mentioned that, so one heals another. How you doing? Wouldn't know it now. Sounds like you just sit around and complain.
Ah, let me tell you. I had but a few harpoons and a single boat that morning. It had taken days to track the creature. My food and water were running out. When I found it, the beast heaved itself up from the water and crashed down onto me. And there, I thrust a harpoon deep into its belly and killed it. Oh, it took days to tow its body back on the flotsam of my boat.
Not that anyone asked, but it sounds to me like the fish killed itself.
Well, those days are long past. I'm a sick old man now. Not much I can do in Thirdborn anymore. Still, maybe Chiko was onto something when they sent you. You're the one who cleared the dream thralls at the gates, aren't you? Good to know someone is looking out for Thirdborn at least. I tell you what. This old man would like to ask a boon of you. One hero to another. I promise it'll be worth your while. I want to see my heart one last time. Will you get it for me?
Sounds interesting. Well, also for a challenge. I'm sorry, what? Hard? What's it for me? I was gonna say, is that supposed to be a normal thing?
A Leviathan heart is a rare thing. When left out in the air, it becomes as hard as Adra, and 100 times as valuable. And I had the only one in the living lands. I couldn't just leave it on my kitchen table now, could I? No, I kept it safe, hidden up in the godless ruin along the coast. But now, I'm dying. I can feel it in my bones. I don't have long, and I'd like to see my treasure one more time. Get it for me, and I'll see you get a reward. Beyond that, well, I left that old ruin with a few tricks for would-be thieves. Step carefully.
Thanks for the tip.
Okay.
We would have explored it eventually. At least now we have a reason.
Good luck, godlike.
True enough, we could have probably gotten there already. But yeah, I could have easily probably gotten whatever was there already, but this time no. This time I actually no. Got there. Got to the quest before I beat the quest. Alright, things to read in here. The enigmatic god of cold. Young students are often confused by Bareth and Wimgan's seemingly overlapping roles in holding the meaning of death. Bareth oversees the cycle of life, death, and rebirth. Wimgan oversees the cold, destructive act of death itself. This effort is often difficult for novices to appreciate until they have loved one and endured the absence for a time. It is Bareth that determines we will be reborn just as certainly as we will die. But Wimgan is the executioner's axe. Wimgan shows us that all life ends in stillness. I need only show them the symbol of Wimgan. Gand. I don't know. I'm gonna say that differently each time. The bone-white Auroch skull found carved within the most ancient of Ingvadan ruins. It is a symbol of death and doom in every culture. In its with 4 winters under his belt needs no introduction to the ancient symbol. Wimgand? There's an R there. How do you... I don't know. I'm gonna say Wimgand. I'm gonna say the I is silent. Wimgand. I don't know. Wimagand? Maybe it's Wimagand. I don't know. Embodies not just death, but all manifestations of collapse. Be the famine, plague, or simple bad luck. Wimgand is a primal god, silent and inscrutable as death itself. He makes himself known with his passing, not by proclamation. There are innumerable stories of the god's terrifying passes through the lands of Yora. When the beast of winter stirs, bitter winds and beastly howling follows the creature's every move. Wherever the beast plants a hoof, all life wears into dust. The faithful of Mimagant, insist that even another god's life can end in stillness. They claim the other gods must flee from the beast of winter's mystery over death. But we know not if this boast holds true. Though the beast of winter is shrouded in snowy clouds, those who have seen the shaky white monster claim that the souls of the fallen can be clinging or perhaps frozen to the beast's fur. Those of the Boreal South have numerous stories that tell a similar plot. A brass hero seeks out the beast of winter to rescue the souls trapped in its fur. These tales never end well, for even if the hero saves the beloved soul, the hero died in the process, for it is not a proper tale of Rimgard unless the hero's life ends in stillness. Well, game's lagging. Keipo's journal. Not a dream. The damn things are getting worse, and no drought I take will ever get them to stop. This one, the sense of Shadowsharp. See, I'm gonna say Shadowsharp, sometimes even, maybe. Like, each time I read it, it's gonna be different to me somehow. Shadowscarp, that is the name. Anyway, he goes up and swallowed Thirdbord whole, just like the base of the cliffside. Entire town wiped out in one moment, and suddenly I was relieved it was gone, that nothing remained. As I dreamed was nothing like the others. There was a garden full of vines and plants, all moving and slithering like a ship's lines in the wind. They wound up ancient ruins like the ones I set my traps in. The vines they beckoned to me, and I want to go. I want to see that garden. Gas, this is getting bad. I tried enough to kill a whale last night, but I still can't get any sleep. No matter what I do, the dreams are there. Is this what as punishment for what I've done? Sending me dreams of hissing winds and dimming storms. Gas, I want some peace. That sucks. Book of the Hunt. When my student says to be taught the way of Gallowing, I tell them that they've already failed. Does one ask a deer to present itself at dinner? Of course not. One must outwit, outmaneuver, and overpower the deer if one dreams of venison. So is it... no. Sorry. So it is with the Seeker God. To ask a question is weakness and idle indecision. To seek answers is to understand, and to become one with Gallowing, so idle begins with strength from within. But I only strike my students when they ask the second stupid question. For all of us begin young and read. It is a point fact, and not one of shame, and a central tenet to Galloway's teachings. Perseverance and cleverness are prized by Galloway above brute force, a fact my young pupils often forget. It is right and proper that the strong lead the weak, and it is equally proper that the strong be continually tested until the balance changes. Galloway celebrates the strength of the victor and the prowess of the well-fed predator, but above all, the clever hound celebrates the transformative nature of strength. Galloway's greatest desire for us is that prey becomes predator. Mewling babes grow into strong hunters, and the lost find their own enlightenment. This philosophy is best exemplified by the rise of the Anamfafa of Eir Glenfan. When one of the Glenfafan spiritual leaders is old and nearing death, it is customary to enter the woods and confront Galloway's herald. If the Seeker God finds that an Anamfaf's life, deeds, and soul worthy, the water is a quick death and his soul joins Galloway's pack. If the unworthy, the Anamfaf is killed, his soul forced to find his own way to the next life, and his memory erased from the records of the tribe. Survival begins with spring from within, and weak leaders endanger the whole pack. This is Galloway at his purest. Even at the end of life, one must struggle for worthiness, for greatness, just as one must struggle every day to feed his pack. The Seeker God is easy to understand. If one actively engages in the quest for knowledge, but the secrets of self-occluding to those who merely ask, desiring knowledge without the requested hunt. My own flesh and blood once asked me, "Will learn to hunt, please, Galloway?" Told him yes, but added, Galloway would prefer that you hunt to learn. Okay then. Anything here? Nope. But that's flowers. That's fun. I don't know. Is that fun? It's something. Feels like they aren't getting a whole lot of sunlight. Like, I don't know. Do they need it? Maybe not. Yeah, this means you. To stem the tide of dream skirts, his house is now off limits, forcing to earn you a swift toss over the town walls. Okay. Hello, arrow. Suspicious arrow. What are you telling me? Go this way? But I didn't see anything. Except this face I just noticed on the wall. Is there anything else? Where's this arrow telling me to go? I mean... Huh. Maybe that's saying to go anywhere, and it's just a weird arrow on the wall, on the window. I mean, feels weird to just put a random arrow there and have nothing to do with it. And this especially seems like a weird little corner you can go into and there's nothing there. I don't know. I don't know. Keep saying go this way. Okay. I don't know. Maybe we'll find out later. Yeah, there's all these arrows. There's really something going on with there. But what? I don't know. Guess I'm not gonna find out.
Ah, isn't this a surprise? Giatta, come say hello.
I was gonna say, yeah, don't we know this name? Yeah, Quilici.
Oh, hello there. I thought our paths might cross again.
Quilici, there you are.
Ah, my dear Giatta. I never thought I'd see us both exiled from Fior Messiverno. Yet here we are.
Well,
As you can
not
see,
quite
the
excited
good
anymore.
people of Thirdbord have welcomed us with open arms. Remarkable under the circumstances. The Dream Scourge has struck this place with violence, bloodshed, death.
At least you can help the fight against the Dream Scourge. Has the Thirdbord given you any trouble? Take it the arrangement is working as you expected. Don't have to chat. Glad to hear it's going on.
We were ambushed in the wilderness, but I think that was a classic example of overcompensation. Their loss in Emerald Stair was a blow to morale. You might be the next target of their anger.
Thanks for warning. Let them try, I'll be ready. Glad we could catch up. Until next time.
Just these once, I'm happy to be out of the fight. Now that we're under Thirdbord's protection, my animancers can get back to work. We've made a few improvements to the local fishing gear, tinkered on harpoons and the like. You might not believe it, but some of our farming equipment is back to working order.
I didn't know Shadowscape soil was basically the necessary nutrients. You think you can farm the desert? Don't tell me you're using solar essence again. Glad we could catch up. Until next time.
Ah, that is where the challenge lies, does it not? We have many animancers working on the problem. Though it is difficult to farm when one is under attack. The sheer numbers of infected makes our work perilous.
Do you need any help?
We have everything under control, and your work is too important to squander on agriculture. One more thing before we're parted again. We've made a tidy profit of our labor, and the others gathered a little something for you. Don't spend it all at once.
Thank you. I'll try. I still need this for the resettlement. Until next time.
Thank you, but I know how to handle my coin. I left the Republic's a wealthy man.
You never told me that.
My dear, how do you think we built Fior Messiverno? The fortune is gone, and I don't miss it. Go on then. Surely you have better places to be. No doubt the Adiran envoy has a message to deliver or a foreboding parcel of some kind.
Kinda.
He's doing well. Better than well. And to think I've been worried sick.
Hmm.
Take care of Giada. She's like a daughter to me.
You're telling me they nearly destroyed Fior?
Yes, and they stole my research on the bodies. I have to get it back.
Let it go, Yatsley. They'll kill you.
They can certainly try.
Okay, that's the main mission there, right? Yeah. Just put it there so I don't go near it by accident. Future. Precepts and proverbs of Abaddon. For every work there is a practice. Arm yourself with skill and timber. Arm yourself with skill and timber your labors with patience. Strike only when your medium is ready. Do not cold work plate. Do not cold work plate. I don't know what that means. Brittle steel is worse than a treacherous friend. Timber your work lest it shatter like glass. Fools praise appearance, but the master praises strength. True virtue lies in work well done. Pattern welded steel shall be folded no fewer than 7 times. The finest smith cannot shape poor metals. Set your hand to steel that has been properly treated with charcoal. Like a room full of discord is a force with uneven heat. Do not let it pervert your metal. As the blows of the hammer speak to the steel, so the color of the steel speaks to the smith. Like a babe is heated steel. Fragile and easily corrupted. Handle it gently, lest your haste twist and warp it. I feel like I'm reading this very wrong sometimes. Like I don't know, whatever. I'm just gonna read it. Do not neglect work that lies hidden and unseen, for a shorty chang can break the blade. The wise smith works carefully and annals, but once, whatever that word is. The careless smith weeps to find flaws after the steel has been hardened and tempered. As a blade drawn multiple heats is work done in its proper time. Something about all that sounded just weird to me. I don't know. That's you, maybe?
This never takes so long in paradise.
I have a name. Falcon Vilcott. We had a bond, apparently. Port of Fairborn Customs Logbook. Matter of business, how much goods delivered. Board of Clement Glass Fior. I don't feel like reading all this stuff, it's just things. Whenever there's these kind of like logs and like, oh, here's a bunch of things, it's not something I feel like reading. You can read it if it's really that important, but it's a logbook. Hearing noises. This is high above. Guess so. Cozy place. Except for the blood. Well, seems like someone got stabbed or something, I don't even know. Paris plans and Red's victim. This meticulously researched book details the deadly flower of the living names, covering from anything from the hallucinatory properties of swallowings to aphrodisiacal, whatever, preparations of skeleton venom to the toxic secretions of Dillingham. Chapter Telescope is heavily dog-eared, and the preparation of coral eventide mushroom distillate has been circled several times. Effects include an impending sense of doom, dry mouth, and heart rupture, followed by eternal exsanguination or something. Oh boy. A note slipped inside reads, you get 2 more weeks with this one. Niguno? Guno? Danish Public Island. That's it. Someone else deserves a turn. Tira Nui Hajim. Yeah. Oh boy. I'm having to read a lot of words and names I can't read today around me. So this game goes sometimes. A vial of poison, eh? It's a quest item. Post found in Captain Guno's quarters in Thirdbord. I don't know. Is there an assignment? Sometimes it can be, sometimes it's not. Not quite know. Especially when it's a fantasy game.
Why do you spend so much on clay, Eric?
Lots of fun. They're urns, they're ashes. Supposed to look dignified on a shelf.
Why does it matter? They're dead. It's a waste of coin to me.
I'm not taking advice from someone who makes bowls to shit in. They really burned down Esther's house.
Okay. Give me a sound somewhere around. There. Seems dangerous. Can I get all the way down now? Get probably not. Kill you? I mean, that would explain the size of this area if we could actually get down there. So that'll make it a little bit bigger. I don't know. Can you? Maybe not. Maybe just for the aesthetic, for the world building. Certainly hear people doing a sea shanty down there. That's fun. Hello. Gonna take all the things. Hope you don't mind. Here we got a sound somewhere. Right there. I'm just kinda going.
That's how the mad archmage Tane found himself in the living lands.
But no one's seen him, have they? What's he been up to if he really is here?
Who can say what archmage I do with their time? Have any of you truly seen Reenbrin? And yet, we all know her presence in these lands.
Give us another.
Another tale? Ah, godlike. Surely one as favored as you has a few good stories to tell.
Maybe.
Would you care to share a tale with us, envoy?
They are mainly of hard-won sacrifice and struggle, I'm afraid. Sure, I can think of something interesting to share. Not just now.
A worthy effort. Please, godlike, tell us of your travels.
How? Wait, what?
Thank you again, godlike. I'll have to practice your story so I can add it to my collection. There are so...
Oh, maybe I should hire a lodge. Better not do shanties all day.
Did I don't know, okay. I guess we're done with that. I thought I don't know.
Damn my eyes. A child of Adir.
I'll
day,
cut back to you.
another drunkard. Welcome to the Dead Swordfish. I wondered when I'd see you around here. What can I do for you?
You were expecting me? Seems like you got a lot of trade around here. Let me see what you offer. Feel like you know, you're a little bit short for this table. You know, did you make this, or were you hired, or yeah? It feels a little awkward how short you are compared to this. I feel that would be a problem for work. Maybe like can you even reach the tab up there? I'm not gonna you know, I don't know. Yeah, let's just go with it.
Are you kidding? After what you did at the gates? Anybody who's anybody comes through my tavern. Just a matter of when. Now, did you want something, or you just here to see me?
Seems you get a lot of trade around here.
That's an understatement. You want to hawk wares, you come to Thirdbord. Legitimate, or, well, you know. Nothing like Paradise, of course. The people here are a little more forgiving than we Adirians. Oh, no offense.
A farming economy benefits everyone. Adir could stand to lose an arm. Thirdborn has its own rules. I'm not here to impose Adirian ones. That's why Paradise is Paradise, and Thirdborn is a backwater outpost. Yes.
You're not shy about your opinions, are
Nope.
you? You're practically local. Actually, I've been waiting for a few barrels of mead to come through. My supplier, Falkeen, has been sitting on it. Some Adirian oomph should change his mind. I'd be happy to reward you if you don't mind talking to him. Now, did you want something, or are you just here to see me?
Let's see. Got a few things. Tricked Cuirass. I have no idea. Moves build our crowds. Maximum essence 40%. Oh, 40 plus, I guess. Not percent, but just straight up 40, I guess. A lot of flavor text. Jeez. This is what it's don't have a lot. Benedette, I guess. Whoops. Benedette, a mountain dwarf from Old Valia, had this armor made to enhance her already notable abilities as a thief and cipher. In a time in her home city of Pinsons, Benedette did jobs for a number of notable individuals, including the city's Comtessa, and if the rumors are to believe, the Archmaid Minoletta herself. What's the Comtessa? Come on. Can't just say words like I know what you mean. Swear to God. Anywho, eventually, however, she left Valia behind to seek her fortune elsewhere in the world, all with her hopes of one day returning to a beloved princess, I don't know, to found an orphanage for the many streetwars of the city that needed a home. Sama's humble appearance suited Benedetta perfectly, allowing her to more easily blend into a crowd, fit among ruffians and the like. The only extravagance to the armor is the sash, made by an expert seamstress from the finest silk money can buy. Some boots. Soldier's boots. Increase your health restoration from all sorts by 5%, and also more maximum stamina actually this time. Boots such as these are incredible boon for travelers, explorers, and anyone else that spends the majority of their waking hours on the move. The soft interior of these boots soothe aching feet, while the well-textured soles provide shepherding no matter where they land. Purple gloves, power attack damage, and 3+ might. These sturdy gauntlets impart upon the wearer the might and ferocity of the Omawa people. Unsurprisingly, they are favored by the soldiers of Thirdbord. Quest item too, actually. Fragments of the eyes. That provides information of the locations of fragments for Whale's guard totem. Okay. Like I had this one before for the other one. Might as well buy it. I mean, I didn't really look much at that the other time. Maybe if I find myself having like nothing to do in the game at some point for some reason, I'll come back and look at that. But in all honesty, I feel like I'm probably just gonna not be doing that. Like if I find them, I find them. But you know, yeah. Nothing in the stash. Okay.
If you're going out to the Highlands, watch your back. They're dangerous.
Can I just put that one back on? Anyway, you want my attention.
My dear envoy, just the sight of you recalls fond memories of more civilized days.
You are that Gunu guy, huh? I'm glad to bring a little joy to this miserable place. Is that what the modern goal caked on me suggests? Civilization? Seems like there's plenty of civilization to go around here in Thirdbord. Say it better be for someone who cares. What do you want?
I would know it in your bearing, envoy, even if I did not recognize your face. You must be high crown born and bred. I visited in better days, spent many nights in her ports.
He's practically an Adiran citizen.
How I miss the sight of your strapping tall grass pikemen on parade.
The tall grass and the serious unit of Darwin pikemen report to the Emperor and showcase the discipline of their ADM military. Surely you've seen your fill of Darwin pageantry out west of in Paradise. Freaking wires are stuck on my chair. They keep getting stuck in the armrest spot. It's annoying. It tugs at me. Sorry, it just keeps happening sometimes. It's not often you meet a patriot of 80 in the living lands. You fellow citizen? Who can forget the boys with the tight little pants and great big sticks? Okay, I gotta say that.
Now that was dignity. That was pomp. Nothing like dour prophesy. Ugh, I'm wandering. Forgive me, envoy. This land takes its toll on my mind and spirit both. I am Nagunu, beleaguered captain of an incorrigibly roustabout crew. Dear Tawe, Kowa, Ranga. They saw Adir with me, then abandoned me here. Oh, I miss them terribly.
Nostalgia and alcohol are a dangerous mixture.
I am drunk on memory only, and perhaps some regret. I only wish I could invite my crew to my table, to share one last drink and part as friends.
You know, I'm really good at finding people. If you want me to find your crew, Captain, just say so. Why did your crew leave you? I have a fine crew myself. Well, this has been fascinating, but I should be off.
Is that so? You see, I'd thought, I'd hoped. Would you venture out beyond the walls to look for them?
Consider it done. I can't promise this. Sure, why not?
I knew the moment I saw you, you were a paragon of your people. If anyone could convince Tawe, Kowa, and Rana to share one last drink with me, it's you.
Where can I find Tawe?
Just to the northeast, living by an oasis in the Sand Sea. No fence, no walls, no roof, exposed to the world. But that's our Tawe. Nothing ever troubled him that the stars couldn't fix.
Tell me what you know of Cowhair. I don't know how you said that.
Deathly serious, Koa was, about
Koa.
every little thing. Fled to the shark's teeth with a few others when the plague came. He always had a fragile soul.
What do we know about Ranga?
She's a scholar of munitions, happier in the hold with gunpowder than out beneath the sky. I expect she's still holed up in the mine outside of town, polishing her arms.
I'll keep an eye out for them.
Of course. You have been more than generous with your time as it is. Oathbinder guide you in the Emperor's work, Envoy, and in all your labors to come.
A lot of groups
Okay.
drift apart. Not many come together again.
Going on a mission. Plenty of missions. I don't know if we'll be able to see the whole town today, actually, looking at the time. I'm almost at 50 minutes. I don't know. How much is left? Like, what do we... Went down here. Went... No, I didn't go there. Fleet Master's Purge. Went over here. I don't know. Maybe? Depends on how many people I have to talk to, I guess. Probably gonna be able to do everything, but you know, a lot of stuff happens in this game. A lot of people to read, a lot of things to read, a lot of people to talk to. I don't want to do with owls. What is with the owls? What is with the owls? That's what I want to know most of all for some reason. Keep being everywhere. The Rise of the Cypher Vangas. The life station in the Huana tribe is amenable to change. One trait remains constant. Matao warriors possessing strength, leadership, and wisdom make a natural choice for Vangas. The Kahanga diverged from this pattern centuries ago. Instead of choosing from accomplished fighters or hunters, the Kahanga look to the most intelligent and tactical Matao born. Recent Kahanga generations have embraced this uncommon practice by pairing ciphers in the leadership. Some believe the development to be a reaction to the spread of foreign influence in the Deathfire, but the tradition stretches farther than most credit. On account of the second, the latest of the Cypher Vangas, seem determined to not be the last of the Cypher Vangas as he clings to diminishing Harana sovereignty in the region. Rising where other tribes floundered, the Kahanga are praised for keen political maneuvering and endurance in the face of relentless trials. All that remains to be seen is how much one cipher can endure. Fish. Fish water. Didn't have to go and make it a fish, but it's fun. Makes the world seem more fun.
Nice if we had guns like that. I wouldn't be so fucking terrified of the dream thralls otherwise.
Guns like that.
Snowden now.
On our
Can we get in
wages?
now?
Come on, be
You can.
Maybe I should take up adventuring. Sell one or two fancy pots from those old ruins and I'd have enough, huh?
You want to get yourself killed? Go ahead.
Hello.
Well, well, if it isn't the one who finally cleared out the mines. Glad to see you. And you'll be glad to hear I can bring the prices down, too.
That's some gun you have on display.
Ismolt's meteoric apparatus. She's a beauty, isn't she? A traveler sold it to me ages ago. Poor bastard went up against something big out in the highlands, limped back to town, and died a few days later. Needed the money to ship his body home. I hated to take it from him. Still, Adra inlay, brass filigree, whew. She could use a strong hand. You interested?
These hands are always ready for a new weapon. How to shoot? Go right now.
If the stories I hear are anything to go by, like a kick in the teeth.
Okay. Isma's meteoric apparatus. It's quite a name. Drawn and winded. Is that my gun? No, that's that one. It's one less trick. How do I compare to that? It's kinda... Yeah, how would I compare to that instead? I guess if I switch... Oh, why you just press it once? I don't know why I put you hold it instead. I don't know. Okay, there we go. One less twig. It's considerably stronger, yeah. Huh. I mean, it's quite expensive at 34,000. Killing enemy deals low fire accumulation to nearby enemies. Short range power attacks deal high stun and knock enemies back. Developed by an ill-fated rival wizard of Setzel, this strange gun was designed to bridge the gap in arcane skill in a duel with the Archwizard, which ultimately ended very badly for Esmold. The weapon misfired in the duel, instantly trapping a fragment of the wizard's soul in the shard of Ardra that powers the gun. That fragment just so happens to stabilize the fireball launching device for future users. Setzel claimed the device as a prize and token of hubris. How it ended up in the living land is a mystery. Weird. Fair play. Oh, it's two-handed. No. Wait. I thought all guns were two-handed. I guess there are one-handed guns? Okay. Did I know that? Probably did, but I guess I forgot it was a thing. Huh. Anyway, this one is one-handed family. Killing enemy restores 5% of your maximum health, 25% of your maximum stamina. Taunt and gain 100% critical hit chance against enemies that incapacitate one of your companions. You can taunt? I don't know how that works, but okay. This turn it again. This well-made but simple-looking pistol relies upon an enchantment that can significantly turn the tides of battle in the wielder's favor. In its name, when the original wielder, an arrogant gold-packed knight, was ambushed by outlaws on the road, surrounded and outnumbered, she calmly unbuckled a grenade from her belt and offered her assailants a bargain. Either they play fairly and attack her one at a time, or she pulls the pin of the grenade and everybody dies. And the brigands knew that to doubt the word of a gold-packed knight is folly, and so agreed to her deal. One by one the outlaws attacked her, and one by one they fell. The paladin's wounds were grievous, but through a combination of grit and the magical assistance provided by the weapon, she won the contest and lived to fight another day. Huh. Get more of that. Get more of that. Yeah. Always want more of that. And more of this. A bit of that. And especially some of that. So you can get superb weapons here. Finally I got a superb bow. That's what I wanted. But now I have guns or whatever. I mean, this is a lot stronger. That is true. I mean, like reload speed. But does it matter? Because I'm mostly gonna just use it for long range when I get the chance to do long range, and then I'll switch. Like, the thing is about the guns is I use them rarely, and I don't know. Is it really worth buying this? 34,000. It's very strong in comparison. I mean, screw it. Yeah, screw it. Why not? And I guess I'll sell this one, since I'm not gonna be using it anymore, I guess. You know? Yeah. Alright. Get my fist out now. Because it unequipped it automatically. Whoops. Nope. Nah. Wrong. There we go. Yeah. Looks cool. Got shininess on the side. Definitely sounds like it's powerful. Wait. Is it like a shotgun effect? Hold on. I don't know if I'm hitting far away actually. Is that why it's so much stronger? Is that difference between guns? How do you work? maybe. I don't know how. Like if it's a short range thing, then I kind of messed up by buying this, because that's the exact opposite of what I want. Like hopefully I can hit enemies that are far away. It's unclear if I'm hitting anything. Like, I was gonna see if there's like an effect that would happen on that. I mean, kinda. Like a green little effect. Is it not able to reach much farther than that? That's really awkward. Well, I have a new gun. It's fine. It's not a big deal. It's just like, well, I thought it was gonna, you know, be long range. Like the other guns. I guess not, maybe. Maybe it is supposed to be a shotgun. Sorta dealio. I don't know. Merchant's notes. A compilation of hastily written notes and rough diagrams detailing the locations of treasures and useful resources. All these appear to be crossed off, suggesting the owner of this compendium has found them already. Rumors that there's a strange door out near the Godless Ruins. To find it, follow the stream by the Leviathan Hollow. Went there, but can't figure out how to get it open. Maybe for the better? We'll try again in a year if we're alive then. Okay. Sorry for reading your thing there. Alright, well, it's been an hour. Guess we just kind of stop here. I mean, I mostly went everywhere. I mean, I haven't really been in the middle part, but I don't think there's much to do here. Just the bounty, okay. That's you, okay. Yes, you with a face. Oh, do you mean because I'm godlike? I don't know if that was just... You I haven't talked to. Alright, there's a couple more things here. There's a couple more things in town before I go to the main quest, but I'll do those next time. Surprising how, yeah, it feels so small, yet still, all this took an hour, man. That's just the game. I mean, there's a fair bit of reading today as well, I guess, you know. But, yeah. Alright, whatever. It's fine. It's fine. Don't know if my God Knight part is actually only for close range, and that's a little awkward if that's the case, but so be it. But, you know, whatever. Again, it's fine. It's fine. It's fine. Gonna save the game. Yeah. That's the town episode. Next time, a bit more town episode. Probably not a lot. Then we go to the main quest. Then we see what happens. Alright, that's it. See you next time.